going on, Nuggy? We back at it. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I didn't do nothing all day today. I'm just barely coming back. I've been dealing with some serious nerve issues, man. But I'm a soldier, so I can handle it. Even though that sounds silly, I need to go see a doctor. Back injuries, bro. Back injuries, man. About you see, about 6 months ago, I injured my lower back really, really bad, and it's one of those injuries that takes a very long time to heal. But if I go get some glucosamine and some fish oil, omega 3, that'll help it. But I ain't been to go get none. Maybe a little black seed oil, something like that. But if I go get it, I'll be all right. I mean, shoot, I'm up moving around. It's just that it hurts, and it makes the whole right side of my body tingle, bro. Like I get pins and needles from the top of my head all the way down to the tips of my toes and up my arm and my leg, through my rib cage and my chest. Oh, okay. One of these days, man, I'm gonna have to check out exactly what you do for work, man, because it sounds like something that's hardly work. Sounds fun. Sounds real fun. But I got up, took the damn dog out, and I said, let me jump on this YouTube platform and talk to the people, man. There's always a lot going on here in America. You say it's not fun? Well, let me tell you, like I tell everybody, and like somebody told me, bro. If you're doing something and you making money doing it, then find it in your heart to be happy about that. Because, hey, bro, there's a lot of people out here who ain't got no means. They out here with $0, no place to live, and no place to sleep, no place to go. It's really bad, man. It's really bad. And by the looks of it, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Oh man, what's going on, Rumbers? Appreciate you stopping in, sir. Hope you're having a great morning, evening, or night, wherever you're at. Based on the look of the flag, it looks like you're somewhere out there in Britain, maybe Scotland. No, I'm in America, man. Oh, you in England? Okay, that's a different flag. Isn't that the Scott? I mean, the British flag you sent the first time. You like blue lock? Okay, absolutely, man. So it looks like we're on United Kingdom time right now, man. UK flag, English flag. Okay. Either way it goes, how you doing, my good sir? That was a salute with the right hand. Do I watch WWE? I do not watch WWE. Nothing against it, just don't watch it. Nothing against it though. I know a few folks who do watch it. I'm just not one of them. What is Blue Lock? I don't watch it because I've never been a fan of wrestling, bro. Never been a fan of wrestling. Oh, anime. Okay, anime. Anime is cool. Anime is alright. It is all fake. 100% fake. But that never stopped nobody from watching it though. You know what I mean? Did you guys know? Did you guys know that China issued a warning to the United States and they might quite possibly start posturing in a war stance real soon? Do I watch European football? Um, no, I can't say that I do. Not that I wouldn't, but I never even knew there was football in the UK. To be honest with you, I always thought everything outside of the United States is. Oh, wait a minute. Before I answer that, you said, "Do I watch European football?" Are you talking about soccer, right? Kickball, because that's what they call soccer outside of the U.S. Here we call it soccer. Everywhere else in the world they call it football. Yeah, I watch soccer sometimes. I usually, when I used to go wash my clothes at the laundromat, or when I used to go to the bar, I'll go watch. I'll go watch some. I'll go watch some soccer on the big screen. You know, well, it's like that in Africa. It's like that in Asia. It's like that in Mexico. Everywhere else in the world, they call soccer football, except in America, they call it soccer. Nah, man. Hey, bro, it's so much shit going on around the world right now. We might actually get to see World War III. We might actually get to see it. They getting tired of having their bombs stored. They want to free up some space. So they gonna go ahead and take it there. What is my favorite club? Man, am I an army man? No, I am not an army man. Nope, not me. I once I once knew a guy though that was a pilot in those new jets that America got, the really really high tech ones. I once knew a pilot, man. When you live out here in America, you can run into anybody, man. I'm out here in Michigan. I'm out here in Michigan, man. Me, my favorite club is Man City and Real Madrid. Okay, man, I appreciate all you guys, man. You know what? Before I even jumped on live, man, I went ahead and looked at a whole bunch of other lives. What do I think about Trump? What's going on in Australia? Um, I don't think Trump is a bad guy, right? I just think that people misunderstand his efforts, and I think that the Democrats are full of shit. And I think that ever since he got voted into office, There's been constant drama. And I think that if people knew the true meaning of some of the shit these elected officials do, they would quite possibly shut the fuck up. But since they don't know nothing, they can only act like they know something. And, you know, I think Donald Trump is doing what he feels is necessary, whether we like it or agree with it or not. And I think most of these people you hear talking shit are Democratic people, anyways. And we got so much bullshit and foul shit going on behind the scenes in United States that you really can't trust either side or what anybody says, because I can assure you right now that Trump is not a puppet. And I'll tell you right now, Trump's bloodline are not puppets. Trump comes from a very, very, very powerful bloodline. And you can call him a puppet if that's what you think, but that's because you don't know who Trump's bloodline is. But Trump ain't no puppet. Trump is one of those rare people that he can do whatever he wants in this lifetime. Like his people are the ruling class for real. Like 100%. And not only that, Donald Trump's bloodline goes back hundreds of years. Literally hundreds of years. So, with that being said, I'm not going to speak no more about Trump because I'm not interested in starting any arguments with any Trump haters. But I'm just simply going to end it like this. I don't hate Trump. I don't like the guy. I don't dislike the guy. I just kind of like pay attention to what's going on in the world, what he's doing, and what all the other world leaders doing. Put it like this, long story short, I fuck with Trump about the same exact way that I fuck with Vladimir Putin, right? But I'll tell you this as well, I'm not a Democrat and I am not a Republican. I'm not a liberal. I am a nonpartisan. I don't participate in any politics unless I get asked a question. I will share my knowledge on the subject matter, and that's about it. Dark says Donald Trump always farts in bed. All right, he's already. Come on, man, say something serious, bro. Serene says I clearly love the guy. Okay, well, I'll say you're clearly a Democrat because only a Democrat would say some shit like that. You love the guy, man. It's funny how people love the world that so much that they don't control hardly even their own life. They sit up here and got so much to say about the people that have the control, but it's just that shit always baffled me, man. I seen through that bullshit even when I was a little kid. Like there's something wrong with politics because it's like, how does politics get you so worked up and you barely even control your own life? You know what I'm saying? And then why are you so proud to announce that you have an affiliation? I guess you know what? I guess programming is real. It's a real thing, and it's like people don't the thing about programming, right? The thing about programming is most programmed people don't know, nor will they admit that they programmed. They just won't do it. And see, people like me are considered a problem anyways, because I'm uncontrollable, right? And it's probably why I'm in the predicaments I'm in to this day. Because hey, bro, I don't participate, man. Because if you ask me what I vote, I would just simply say, vote for me. Albert, you can say peace and love all you want, but leave the kiddo out, man. I got too much gray in my beard to be still being called a kid, a child, a boy, or anything of the sort. You know what I'm saying? But if you want me to be forever young, I guess I can't be mad at that. But just know, in 6 years I'll be 50, and if someone calls me a kiddo, I'm gonna feel slightly disrespected because I'm like, bro, Like where you see a kid at? You know, that's that little sneak dish shit people like to do. Now, if you a true old man and you calling me a young man, that's different, right? But like, what man feels comfortable enough to call another man a kiddo unless he feels superior over somebody? You ain't my boss, you ain't my daddy, you ain't anything, but I'll be a kiddo though. Trent says, "Damn, you old son, kind of old. You know, I'm getting there. You know, I retain my youthful look to some capacity though. You know, 44 years old, and I got a spirit of a maybe like a 23-year-old man." Yeah, yeah. Of course he would say that. Bo says, "Shut up, kid. You owe me $20 for the last." Yeah, okay. So, at any rate, a lot of people have an opinion about the president, and I still can't understand why. But that just goes to show you that people go out there and vote for some shit that they gonna complain about later, because people really just live in delusion and illusions, and then they get mad at others instead of being mad that they participated in the damn circus show, thinking that somehow their vote was important. You know what I'm saying? Or their life actually mattered to the elite class. And then they ask you, "Hey man, what do you think about Donald Trump?" And when I don't say something like, "I hate that little pumpkin head orange motherfucker," they shit their pants and go crazy, because everybody's programmed to hate this dude, right? Because it's a Democrat thing, right? They want you to hate him, but like, if Kamala Harris would have been the president, shit would have been exactly the same. You know, any president. And people always calling them puppets, but like, maybe some of them are. But I'll tell you this: Trump's background and his bloodline, it doesn't give puppet at all. What it gives is ruling class, right? Listen, anybody who comes from a bloodline that was able to seize the property and the works and the studies of Nikolai Tesla, they ain't no puppets. They rule shit, because they wouldn't have let your ass go to Nikolai Tesla's house and cut a piece of grass. Vision says, Visionary Star says, Trump can barely stand on his plane during turbulence. Okay, what does that do for you by saying that though? Like, what does that mean exactly? Does that mean because he can't stand on a plane during turbulence, does that mean that he's unfit to be a president? Have you ever been on a plane while it was going through turbulence? I don't think anybody would want to stand. So I'm just, and then I like how you says his plane, because my next question to you, visionary, is: do you own a plane? Would you be able to complete a sentence using my plane? I don't think you would. Maybe you do have a plane, a little model airplane, a little RC airplane, but you ain't got no Air Force One plane, right? And that ain't his only plane, because Trump had a plane with his name on the side of it long before Air Force One. Oh, you don't need a plane. Okay, well, Donald Trump does need a plane, right? Because he's got some very important places to be at any given time. And the only place you need to be is at work, so you don't get fired or lose money, okay? And I'm not talking shit, but what I'm trying to What I'm trying to get across to you, man, is stop playing a political illusionary game of thinking that one side is better than the other when you don't even know what goes on in the White House. You don't know anything that goes on. Only thing you know is what the news told you and these platforms told you. Do you have any inside information about politics? I don't. I go by what the news tell me too. But I'm not finna get on here and tell people how I don't like this guy because that's what everyone else is saying. Because man, it seems to me like everywhere I go, everybody's saying the same shit. You know what I mean? Everywhere I go, everybody's saying the same thing. No, but I'll look up Craig Facts. Let me screenshot that so I don't forget. See who this Craig Facts is. You feel me? Well, that's another thing everybody says. Nobody watches the news. Yet every time I look at the news platforms, on any platform, they got millions of subscribers and they got hundreds of thousands of views. So somebody's watching their ass. For nobody to be watching them, somebody's watching them. Because news platforms got more subscribers and viewers than any other platform on earth. I think people watch it, but they don't think they're watching it, right? I think that's the problem. Like motherfuckers be watching it, but they either just don't admit to watching it or they don't think by using their eyeball staring at a news channel is considered actually watching the news. Or if you go to a third party news outlet that's talking about the same shit CNN is talking about, because you're not actually watching CNN, you feel like you ain't watching the news. But if like if you watching a third party, an independent, that's still watching the news because they saying the same shit CNN said, not word for word, but they reporting on the same stories. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with watching the news, man, right? Because most people should be smart enough to know if the news says something, there's enough information and resources out there to fact check what they be talking about, right? Number one. But number two, sometimes the news actually reports on shit that people need to know. But hey, don't listen to me, man. This dude BG that just came into the live, he's been trying to fight me for a long. He really wants to fight me, man. And you know what, BG? I cannot wait to leave this imprint right here on your forehead. Since you so intent and adamant on fighting somebody, yeah, that imprint right there gonna end up on your forehead, man. Since you wanna fight somebody so bad. And I fight big dudes too, so don't get it twisted, man. I don't care. You bigger than me? Boy, I done fought plenty of big dudes before, man. Didn't want to, was scared as fuck, but still fought them. The irony of me saying that is the very last fight I've ever been in my life was this little bitty dude from Chicago, man. I'm talking about this dude was 5'3", but he was big, he was swole, cut up. And I got a scar. See that scar right there? He hit me with a dope fiend shot. Boom. Tooth went right through my lip. Man, there was so much blood. I still wanted to fight though, even though I was bleeding. My lip was like this for like 2-3 weeks. I'll never forget that little dude, man. Yeah, you know what? I probably already got brain damage, bruh. I'd have been in a lot of scuffles, man. Been in a lot of scuffles, man. I got a whole track record of scuffles with 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 nobodies and somebodies, man. I done fought them all. I done fought nobodies and somebodies. I fought more nobodies than anything, though. Man, listen, I'm a trained street boxer, bro. Like I don't fight, I box. I don't grab you. I don't wrestle. I don't drop my head and swim. I'm a street fighter, trained, and I know how to do combinations. Better ask somebody. How many was worth it? None of them. Not one fight I ever been into was worth it. It was all over petty shit. It's been a long time since I got down, but I still keep making them funky sounds. How is your ground game? I don't even know what you mean, man. Ground game? What you mean? Being up under the ground? Yeah. Hey, you know what? BG talk like we like he real near and dear to me, man. You know what? Hey, man, I done got put in the hospital. I done got put in the hole. I even got put on my back. I even got stabbed by a dude. I didn't even know he had a knife, man. This fool stabbed me. We went to fight, and I dropped him with one punch. Boom! Man, this dude got up. We squared up again, and I didn't even see he had a little poker in his hand. So he grabbed me, right? And when he grabbed me, he poked me in the back. My back was bleeding. It didn't hurt, but yeah, I got stabbed in the back by some dude, man. I ain't gonna put his name out there, but little motherfucker stabbed me, man. Cause he knew he wasn't gonna win from a head up fade, right? Shoulder to shoulder, mano a mano. He knew he wasn't gonna win because I dropped him on the like he tried to run in. I don't know why he did that, right? I hit him with the 1-2, the fake left, and a stiff jab with the right, and he backpedaled and fell, right? And then he looked at me with wide eyes and shit. Next thing I know, he jumps back up though, right? He had a little bit of heart. He gets back up, squares up again, but this time he had something in his hand tucked. I didn't even see it. But he didn't run in like he did the first time. He kind of ducked under my arms and he grabbed me, bro, and he stabbed me. I swear this is a true story, man. He stabbed me. But he did one of those, it wasn't enough force to do nothing to me. So one of my partners told me, "Hey man, why is your back bleeding?" So I take my shirt off. I got a puncture wound in my back, man. I'm like, wow, this fool stabbed me, man. And you know what's funny? Dude changed his life after that, man. He changed his life, man. Like, I don't know what happened, but he changed his life. Yeah, he could have took a shot to my neck. He could have put it through my rib cage. He could have poked one of my eyes out, man. Anything could have happened, but no, it was just a little petty nick in my back. So, Music Fan is not here with us tonight, man. That was the second time I got stabbed, by the way, because I went through a serious stabbing years before that, where I got poked with an ice pick about 7 or 8 times in my back as well, my lower back. It still bugs me to this day, but Uber Eats, how you been? T, you didn't respond to the chat one night, man. Cause I like it. I get sidetracked. I get distracted. I get. I'm responding to you now, though, man. So I hope that means something to you, man. I am responding to you now. So if I ever ignored you, just know it wasn't intentional, and I'm acknowledging you now. And I'm good, man. I'm not in my greatest health these days, bro. I got nerve issues, and I got chronic back pain, and It's hard to find a job right now, but other than that, as you can see, I still look good to be 43. Bless you, man, taking all those shots from the back. Yeah, it ain't nothing to play about, man. And actually, this is the first time I talked about getting stabbed on live before. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you don't believe me, next time Music Fan is online, Music Fan knows about one of the stabbings, but Music Fan doesn't know about the other one because the other one happened when I was incarcerated. A little young punk try to try to buffalo me out of a basketball game. What's going on, Larry? And that him, I don't know what he was thinking. Like I guess he felt like he was gonna be a bully. I don't know. You know, cats when they trying to be bullies, all you really got to do is stand up to them, and then they change their tune real quick. So it wasn't even that I was standing up to him. It was on some shit he just walked over to the basketball court on some Debo shit. Little bitty dude talking about I got next. Like, oh, is that right? So we went to have a meeting about it, and he poked me with a knife. But he didn't win the fight or the war. And quite honestly, after that day, we became very, very close, and I still fuck with him to this day. If I were to see him in passing, I wouldn't even I wouldn't even be ready to retaliate knowing that he poked me with a knife. It was like I don't even know what it was, but it wasn't nothing that was lethal unless he was aiming for an artery or an eyeball or something like that. But obviously he wasn't well versed in stabbing people, but he tried it though. He tried it. Yeah, he tried it, man. And me, I had my own poker at the time, but I didn't have it on me. I had it put up because it was not wartime and there was nobody around that was an imminent threat, so I didn't need to carry it. Plus, I had all kind of homeboys who had they shit on them. So, as soon as they was alerted to the fact that we was finna go have a meeting, everybody grouped up. Right? They all grouped up. Old boys, homies grouped up, and they wasn't finna let anything happen. But I got poked so fast, nobody seen it. I didn't even know I got poked till someone told me my back was bleeding. And I was like, "What you mean my back is bleeding? This dude didn't touch me nowhere on my back." But in fact, he did. Little slick motherfucker try to do me dirty. You know what, Andrea? I don't need a moderator tonight because I'm not kicking anybody. What I'm doing is kicking game, but I'm not worried about anybody saying any derogatory stuff. I do trip sometimes, but tonight I ain't I ain't kicking nobody tonight. So yeah, and the other time, listen, the other time I got poked, it was by a family member, man. And that family member is already passed on, right? They're already no longer with us, man. Nothing to do with me. It's not like I'm trying to imply I did something, but like, yeah, I got poked up, man. I had to sleep on my stomach for almost 3 months, and then even after the wounds healed, I was never able to walk correctly and stand properly again because it damaged some of my muscles in my lower back. They healed with scar tissue on them. And so that's part of the reason I got all these back problems now because I got stabbed in my back, man. And one of the stab wounds was like this deep, probably like that deep. It went in about 1.5 inches, maybe closer to 2 inches. I would say I would say like maybe two or three of because I got hit 7 or 8 times. Some of them was shallow, but some of them was deep, and it was a lot of blood too, man. It wasn't a lot of blood, like if, because it was a little ice pick, right? But if it would have been like a regular blade, oh man, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. It was just a little, but it was a real ice pick though. Like it was a real ice pick, like them old school ones. It's a little pick and it's got a wooden handle like a screwdriver. It was a real ice pick. You use it for moving ice, and you know, I still don't know why my people did that to me though. I'll never. I've been pondering that shit for years. Ain't never came to a conclusion. Like, why did I have to get stabbed? I don't know. And then, because it was a family member, I didn't even get to go to the hospital. I had to thug it out on the couch, sleeping on my stomach for weeks. Just to get older and find out that sleeping on your stomach can cause your heart to change rhythms on you and could hurt you. I'm not gonna put my family member out there, man. Well, Mr. Grail, you should stop doing that because according to science and medical science now, that can cause you to have a heart attack while you're sleeping because it puts a lot of pressure and strain on your heart muscle. But look it up, man. That's how I found out. I came across some medical information that sleeping on your stomach is it don't matter how much you weigh. They claim that human beings were never meant to sleep on their stomach. The most ideal position to sleep is either on your back or on your left hand side because I'm sure you know this, it helps the food rest in the digestive position. And when you lay on your right, the food rests up against your esophagus sphincter. So if you have a relaxed sphincter and it doesn't close properly, it will cause you to wake up with indigestion, right? But if you lay on your left, it will digest better. And when you sleep, your body can use that energy that it uses when you awake to digest food. So, in the conclusion of my informative message to you, sir, sleep on your left hand side or your back. And I think you might be able to live a long, prosperous life. As long as you don't reach 200 pounds. And another thing, for all you drinkers out there, stop going to sleep drunk, because that'll also fuck you up. And Kellerman, listen, man, I don't listen to people named Gabriel. If you're gonna be named Gabriel, you gotta call yourself Gabe. What up, Gabe? How you doing, Gabe? I'm just giving you a hard time, man. You know what? When you're eating poisonous food, there is no healthy lifestyle. Until they take the poison out of the food, nobody has a healthy lifestyle. Because even if you grow, let me tell you how diabolical America is, man. They even thought about the people that grow their food at their house, vegetables, people with gardens. Why do you think they fucking spray chemtrails and that shit falls over all the land and gets into the soil? So it's like you grow shit and it's still poisonous. Even if like you're like anti grocery store and you like, you know what, fuck the grocery store. Their shit is poison. I'm gonna grow my own food. It's still poison. It's still poison. It may not be as toxic as the grocery store because man, sometimes I wish I was related to a real scientist, man, so I could ask my uncle or my pops to test the food in his laboratory and tell us exactly what's in it. Because it's like we always say the shit is poison, but we ain't even got no way to check and see, okay, if the food is poisoned, what is it poisoned with? Like, what's in it? Because is that like shit to make you fat, or is that like shit to make you unalive? Like, who knows? Tucker says, I wish I was black sometimes. LOL says, holy hairline. What you saying? I got a bad hairline or something? Dude, look, man, you see all this hair I got, bro? I got good hair, man. Why everybody always capping on my hair? Like, you probably don't even have a hairline, man. Oh, I agree with you about that. Fortunately, I'm European and we have extremely strict food rules, not to mention free universal. Oh, man, I'm going to tell you right now, bro. The American healthcare system is it's ran by a satanic cult. It really is. Everything's ran by the satanic cult, man. But you know, we ain't gonna get into that. And then so people are trying to make me feel insecure. So let me just put my hairline closer to the camera since you want to talk about it, then you can stare at it. Cause I ain't insecure and I'll never be insecure. Cause just the other day I heard a fuck nigga say, no, for real, just the other day I heard a fuck nigga say, talking about my hairline acting like he can play. When I got better hair than you, bro. I got better hair than you. Look at that, man. That's that Hawaiian silky, man. I don't have a barber. Where do you see a haircut, man? I'm trying to. You know what? I'm getting sidetracked. Let me slow down. Grace, what's going on, sweetheart? How you doing? Yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. I wish I had your hairline. I'm bald. Hey, you know what, Gabe? I appreciate you keeping it 100. Real Josh says that's that Hawaiian hay. Oh man, I'm good to go, man. Just living the good life, living the dream, just living the dream. I suggest you do the same. In my Donald Trump voice. Just living the dream. Why does Donald Trump have a raspy voice though, man? As you should, huh? Hey, you gotta remind me anytime I start wilding on the trolls, pull me back out. Cause I get pulled in, just pull me out. I'll see your comment and I'll get pulled back out. Listen, you're all right. I'm liking your live stream and definitely checking out your channel. Yeah, you know what, man? You may not like it, man, because I talk about some controversial, conspiratorial type of issues, man. And with that being said, man, it causes me to gain a subscriber, but then I'll end up losing two. But at the end of the discussion, I'm still I'm still doing pretty good, man. I just hit 8 weeks and I already am approaching 600 people that listen to what I have to say. Grace is saying that, yes, sirree. But I'd like when you give them a taste of their own medicine because they be talking, hey, say less. Because that just gave me the excuse to say, man, my favorite pastime is trolling the trolls. And you know why? It's called crowd control. And I'm good at it. And they know I'm good at it. And I think some of these dudes talk shit just to get me going so they could sit back and get their blood pressure all going and get that little smile on their face like, I'm going to use that. And I expect you to, man. Please use it. I don't even need the credit for it. Bro, I've been going through my whole life not getting credit for my work, man. Come on now. I'm a trendsetter, man. I am from the trend-setting capital of the United States, and it ain't New York, right? New York likes to follow trends and keep them going, even the goofy shit, but I am from the real trend-setting capital of the United States. And if you don't know, then you'll never know. But there's only one place. There's only one place. You know what? But I will say this though. It may not be the same trend setting capital that it used to be, but nevertheless, it's still the trend setting capital of the world. Am I triggered? Man, you know what? Let me tell you something, man. I made, let me tell you what I did today, man. Since everybody just insists on being petty, man. I made loaded stuffed peppers, complete with restaurant sauce made from scratch. I did this, made from scratch with Italian meatballs. And I posted it in my shorts. So go check that out, man. And I'll tell you how it tasted, man, because everyone in this house loved it. It even had cheese infused in the meat, right? Mozzarella and and a block of Parmesan. Not that craft shit you get from the grocery store. We talking a a a a, a quarter of a wheel off of a real Parmesan block. I had to shred it myself. You feel me? Is that why there's cheese in your beard? I don't know. Where you it could be, man, but I thought I washed all that shit out, man, you know? I do make the kind of food that'll make a mess on your face. Like if I cook something, I'm gonna have to hand you a napkin to go with it, right? I'm gonna have to make sure that like I give you your plate, I give you a spoon or a fork, but also I'll present you with a beverage that's cold and some napkins. Because when I serve people, they ain't gonna have to get back up again. Kind of like a hitman. Except I make hits. I don't do hits. When I serve you, you ain't even got to get back up again. I got it like all I need is a restaurant. I need my own restaurant. I got enough recipes in my mind that I'm already looking at my menu every time I think about my restaurant. Fried chicken and watermelon will be on the menu. And guess who's going to eat it the most? Mr. Racism, the white people. Because for some reason, white people like to like clown with the same shit they like. I never understood that. Fried chicken and watermelon. As if you don't like that shit, bro. Come on, man. So you mean to tell me you gonna troll me with fried chicken and watermelon, but you don't eat watermelon or fried chicken? Well, shit, that's more for me. Cause the two things that you named trying to be a troll, that shit, bro, I can't even believe the nerve of some of these guys. I can't. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, white people make some good fried chicken. And watermelon, it's all the same no matter where you get it from, right? Unless it's seedless. I go way out my way to get some seeds in my watermelons. Cause my grandpa taught me a long time ago. You know what you do with the seeds, young man? Like, what's that, grandpa? Just eat them. Okay. He used to tell me don't swallow them whole because I'll grow a watermelon in my stomach and then I'll look pregnant. So ever since then, I just started chewing up the seeds, right? And then Ramon, man. That's another thing, man. When did Mexicans become like white people, man? I guess that's a California thing, right? All on the West Coast. It's like you guys just insist You insist, huh? I got you. I got you. Yes, I do. Thank you, Red Russian. Chicken for life, baby. As long as it's not GMO'd or grown in a stainless steel tank, I'm on board. I just made some matter of fact, check this out. I just made the family some salad, right? And instead of doing grilled chicken breast, I did some fried chicken breast, right? Let me tell you, man, this is just a quick little free game for your life improvement for all you fuckheads who don't know. Uh throw First of all, butterfly them big ass chicken breasts, turn one into two, right? Start there, right? And then put it in a bowl and soak it in milk for like 10 or 15 minutes. And then get your flour mix ready with whatever spice you're going to use, right? Because you know everybody use different spice, different amounts, whatever, whatever. And then put the pan on, turn the heat on, and put only like 3/4 of an inch of grease across the whole bottom of the pan, right? And then take the chicken breasts out of the milk, 2% whole milk or whatever the fuck two whole milk is with the red top, right? I love boneless thighs. Man, I love boneless thighs. That's my favorite thing. But see, we'll get to that in a minute. But right now, I got to explain how to fry a chicken breast that will taste like any restaurant you go to. Use milk instead of egg. Don't put no egg on no fucking chicken. That's like disrespecting the chicken community. How you gonna spread the chicken's babies all over their meat? That's nasty. Put milk on it, right? And then lightly batter it, right? Just dip it in the flour until it's fully coated and everything like that. And then drop it in the grease. But you don't want it covered. You just want to be able to fry one side at a time, right? You fry that thing one side at a time. I'm telling you, you will enjoy that. And it will be the best chicken breast that you ever tasted. You'll be like, whoever you feed it to is gonna be like, man, where'd you buy this from? And then you just tell them the grocery store, and then you just tell them the ingredients that you use, man. I'm telling you, man. I don't use egg when I batter stuff. And I do my pork chops the same way, man. Not a big fan of pork chops, but I do eat them. First baseman says soak them in purple drink. You fucking drug addict, man. You're a fucking hip hop community drug addict. We don't we don't we don't do lean over here, man. We don't we don't do drugs, bro. Period. We drink Corona, sometimes Modelo, and that's it. My biggest vice is coffee and a fucking cigarette. We don't do drugs, bro. Putting milk is the same thing. Coward chicken. What are you talking about? I didn't say nothing about putting milk on any red meat. I said poultry and white meat, which is pork. Bathe it in milk, whole milk, for about 15 minutes. Make sure it's fully thawed. And then take it from the milk, let it drip off a little bit till the drip thins, and then put it straight in the flour. Let the flour, you know what? First baseman, you believe it or not, I think you're trying to be funny, but let me tell you how ironic your being funny is. Cooking chicken with beer enhances the flavor of chicken so much that most people would prefer cooking chicken with beer. But I don't use Old English or St. Ives, but I do cook with beer, with chicken quite often. But not when I'm frying chicken, only when I'm cooking it with other ingredients. I will make my chicken with some beer. No, I use Corona, homie. I use Corona. regular Corona Premier. You ever heard of Corona Premier? Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm about to wash my hands of you if you keep saying dumb shit. I'm about to wash my hands of you, sir, because you seem like you want to say a racial slur. You be, you be, you be trolling. You be, you be, you be trolling. Cut the crap though, bro. I'm trying to give y'all some game on how to cook some good food, man. Like, like I make some good, like I make some great food, man. Okay, so with that being said, let's get to these boneless thighs. Let me tell you what to do with some boneless thighs. Put your boneless thighs, about 5 of them, in a stainless steel, a cast iron skillet, right? Put your little seasoning all over, right? Put your little seasoning, whatever you're gonna use, right? Me personally, I prefer to cook boneless thighs with the skin included. Only thing I don't want, oh man, Fresno in the house. What's going on, 209? This Kern County for life with the big 805 on the arm. 805. Hey, but anyways, listen, man. Isn't Fresno County, right? Yeah, I believe Fresno has its own county, right? I used to know a dude named Skeen from. Oh yeah, it is 559. I used to know a dude from Clovis Lake, where all the skinheads and shit be at. But when I tell you, white boy was a genius, I swear to God, Skeen was a genius. I met him. We was incarcerated. He stole a police car just so he could take all the computer equipment out of it, and then he dumped. He didn't want nothing else. He didn't want the motor. He didn't want the guns. He just wanted all the computer equipment. That's how I found out about Clovis Lake. Better tell people they be stealing police cars out that way. Police are not safe in Fresno. Neither are their cars. So put all your seasoning on the boneless, you know, thighs, right? And then, you know, turn the oven on 400 degrees and cook it on 400 degrees, flipping it for about 2 hours. And if you want, I'll post a picture of how it looks when it's done on my community page, man. Because I do drumsticks the same way, right? But I like to lollipop the drumstick so all the meat is at the end of the bone. No homo. And it's really good, man. Like, it's really good, bro. Like, man, I cook it all, man. Like, you want to know how to cook ribs? I got you, man. You wanna cook some fish? Man, I got you. I'll even show you how to combine. No, I won't show you. I'll tell you. Two different barbecue sauces. Hey, man, I feel some kind of way about Dai Thai. Yeah, I feel some kind of way about that, man. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I want you in here because, man, I feel like that's some type of omen. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're gonna have to go with a name like that. Threatening my life and shit. Have I ever read the Book of Enoch? No, I have not. No, I have not. I did read a 3,000 page book about Freemasonry. I read a book called Africa, Mothering of Western Civilization. I did read Stephen King's The Stand. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of like books like the shit you're naming. It's too hard to read, man. It makes my brain exhausted and I go to sleep on the second page. By the time I get to page 2, I'm already uninterested and just I'm not interested in that kind of knowledge. Let me tell you the kind of knowledge that I like. I like money making knowledge, man. If it's something that someone's trying to teach me that I can't make money on, there's a strong possibility that I won't, I won't even, I won't pursue it, man, you know, because I don't like a lot of people talk about like Nicodemus and the book of Enoch. I know who they are, but I've just never pursued that knowledge myself. You know what I mean? Me personally, I never went there. You know what I'm saying? But maybe one day I will. I just, you know, like I never read the 48 Laws of Power. I never read Machiavelli. I just wasn't into that because I'm like, why? Even once I know all that shit, like, why do people want to educate themselves on how to dominate someone or how to, manipulate someone or how to, you know about the spiritual part of life when? But let me tell you why, though, bro. There's a reason that I say that, right? And the reason is this, believe it or not, man. I do get the same knowledge that is within the pages of those books, but at the same time, the way I do it is this: I meditate like the great chief on the reservation, man, inside of my teepee with the lights off, to the point where I'm making shit around me vibrate, right? And that's how I get my spiritual knowledge, man. I get it from my ancestors, not out of a book. And some people probably wouldn't agree with that because people, a lot of times, and this ain't no shot at nobody, man, but a lot of people just want to appear being knowledgeable. Yes, you know what? I had a dream about my brother just the other day, man, and I wonder, and it usually goes like this: No, I am not a Christian. I was raised in a Christian setting, but I'm not a Christian, no. I'm just a man with a half-assed plan. But I'm not a Christian, man. Not at all. I'm spiritual. You know, he converted to Scientology. Says who? No, I ain't converted to no Scientology, man. As a matter of fact, I haven't even done enough research on Scientology to honestly know what the fuck they be on. But no, I ain't. You got me. You got your fools mixed up, sir. You know, definitely got your fools mixed up. It's not that serious, man. It is not that serious. And why, though, is correct. It is the Late Night Clown Show. Thank you for acknowledging it. I couldn't have said it better myself. Welcome to the Late Night Clown Show. This must be the police, because only the cops say shit like that. The cops are disrespectful to everyone. No, it's just the police, man. I ain't gonna block him. He's the rollers. He's the 12. He's the boys. He's them people. Only the police would say. Maybe he's an agent, because there's federal, there's government, there's whatever. Street cop ain't an agent. He kind of is, but not really. But them dudes be police, man. They tap into these lives and just try to make you feel bad about what you're doing, right? Even though I'm immune to it. And Miranda says I'm paranoid with a question mark. I hope you're not paranoid, Miranda. That would be unfortunate. We would have to add your name to the list. We would have to add your name to the list of paranoid individuals. And we would have preferred to keep your name off the list. Oh, you prefer clowns? So I'm sure you go to the circus a lot, huh? Absolutely. Me personally, I never liked the idea of clowns painting all that makeup on their face and pulling endless amounts of right, absolutely. Well, Miranda, I will see you later, officer. I'll see you in traffic. Please don't give me a ticket. I will see you in traffic. Make sure you don't text and drive, all right? You might just hit somebody. Or worse, somebody hits you. Ah, man. And why, though, loves the circus? Well, I mean, I'm sure you do, man. You love clowns, then you like the circus, man. I mean, just like people that like to go and watch shows that they don't like. Isn't that ironic? You don't like something that you watch anyway. Here in Switzerland, citizens have a strong social contract. Our police are well educated. And here in America, man, I don't know if you've been looking at the social media platform. There ain't, man, America, this is the land of the smart guys and the narcissistics and the pessimistics and the autistics and the inflated statistics. Also, anybody can get it here in America. Well, at least you compared me to someone, you know, I can appreciate someone that says, you remind me of me. I can appreciate that, man. I can appreciate that, man. And this guy likes to turn on the circus theme music. Well, I wish I was there to see that. Maybe one day I'll get the chance to come sit down with you while you tied up in a chair next to me, bleeding and saying no, please, and watch it with you. No, I'm just playing. It was a joke, man. This is for entertainment purposes only. That got dark. Oh, very dark. I might be a light being, but I know how to find the dark. It's not hard. Is one of the major problems between the police and the citizens the lack of education in the law from both sides? No, no, not in America, man. That's not a major problem. The major problem is here in America, everybody wants to manipulate each other and everybody wants to dominate over each other. And our police force, like, is it's a cult. It's not even like, you got to understand, our society runs off of cults in the background. So it's like, since a lot of things and a lot of people are, saluting to satanics power structures, man, it's the reason everything's messed up, right? It really truly is the reason. Like, cult behavior is the reason that America is really fucked up. But that's a worldwide thing. It's a global issue, right? It's a global issue, man. Satanic cults have taken the driver's seat in every aspect of society, from the highest levels of government all the way to the damn homeless shelters, man. That's why homeless people come up missing, because they have infiltrated I'm talking about every thread of society. So it's really got nothing to do with the police and the miseducation and none of that shit. It's just that American soil is poisonous to the core. And like I said, the satanic cults have literally rose to power. And if anybody doubts it, just take a look around, bro. Take a real good look around, right? We are living in a world where evil prevails, and they don't hide it no more neither. That's why I don't see why people don't see, because they don't fucking hide it. But the fact that you wouldn't hide something but still deny it, that baffles me. Like, how do you not deny? No, how do you not hide something but you deny it. It's like you just have to believe it. Like McDonald's used to say, do you believe in magic? Well, I hope you do, because there's some real dark people coming after you. Do you believe in magic? There, there you go. Why though? That's the clown song. Do you believe in magic? Um, but yeah, as far as America goes, man, we are cooked. We're cooked 140 degrees all the way through. So stick a fork in us, because we're done out here, man. You know, the world is being destroyed right in front of our eyes, and everybody is like just enjoying the show at this point. It's just the Freemasons. They're just, it's over with. We're done. We're cooked. The Freemasons said, boy, we're taking over. We're not hiding in the shadows like we have for the last 1,000 years. We're coming out. We're gonna let it show. Hell is where we go. Would I consider moving to another country? You know what? It depends on where. Not what country, but where at in another country. Like I wouldn't mind going to the country of another country. Like for example, the mountains of China. I would love to go there and go help the Chinese countryman farm rice. I put on a little Chinese raiding hat, and no, I wouldn't go to Tel Aviv, man. As a matter of fact, when an asteroid hits the planet, it's probably gonna land in Tel Aviv. So don't want to go there. I'm trying to stay on the opposite end of not just Tel Aviv, but anything around it, man. I don't know what's up with all this Israeli intelligence that goes on YouTube these days. You know, all the Mossad activity that goes on YouTube, but it's definitely it's definitely not a secret, right? Definitely not a secret. All this Israeli intelligence, every channel, every word spoken, every streamer, every minute of every hour. You got to be careful what you say, because these motherfucking agents are everywhere. This guy said I would probably come up missing in Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is going to end up getting hit by an asteroid. It ain't even going to be a man-made disaster. It's going to be some shit from space. That's fine. I just got through saying that the world is overran by satanic people and there's nothing we could do about it. Satanic people, one of their favorite things to do is put you in a position where you have no control over, right? There's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta fucking accept it. That's their favorite thing to do, is fuck you over in such a way where they like to cross those boundaries, take your shit and make it their own, and it's like, what you gonna do about it? You know, I honestly wouldn't put it past that they are posting this exact content over in Israel right now, claiming it as their own and charging the people of Israel to watch it. I would not be surprised, because that sounds like some shit they would do, right? And all these fucking great American white men, they buy into that same shit because they are all a part of the exact same satanic fucking cult, right? So I don't have any faith in the justice system here in America, in any of the agencies, in any of the organizations, because they're all the fucking same. That's why we're in this bullshit that we're in now. Because America has now become the land of the sellout. You want to find a common sellout, jump your ass on a plane and land anywhere in America. And the first American you could see, I guarantee, is a sellout. We sell This is a place, and you know, it goes on everywhere, but America is a place where they sell out their fellow neighbor. They sell each other out here in America. That's just what it is. And that's what it is when Satan takes the driver's seat of society. Once Satan is in control, life is not going to be lifing like it used to, right? There was a time when Satan was always controlling shit, but it was from behind the scenes. Nobody could really see and figure it out like that. But nowadays, all you got to do is look around. This, and then I'm gonna tell you what happened. Right, the weirdos have taken over. That's why everything is weird and fucked up, and everyone's petty, and you can't go out and have a good time because you'll fuck around and get snuck. Listen, man. I don't even know what you're talking about, but at any rate, right? Don't worry, Israel. We got your money for you, Daddy. We'll be sending it over at the end of the month. We got you. Don't you worry. Baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. Hey, baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. That's where we at. America said to Israel, baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. Nobody knows what I'm talking about now, huh? Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know that everybody's a fucking idiot. I really thought I really thought higher of my fellow Americans because they sure jump in the chat like they're so fucking smart. But then as soon as I say some smart shit, everybody gets stupid. Why do people keep moving the goalpost? Trying to figure this shit out. The goalpost is always moving, right? What is the goal? First you know everything and then you know nothing. First you know everything and then you know nothing. I don't get it, man. Black Moon. Is that what you be watching? Black Moon Rising? You should go look that channel up. It's called Black Moon Rising. Go look it up. My fellow Americans are so smart, yet they're so stupid, man. But I love them. You gotta love them, right? Who moved the goalpost? Well, you are, in fact, right now, sir, by telling me, I guess, some news I could use, I suppose, right? How many viewers I got, like who knows what, who don't know what. And when you say no one, is that you? You consider yourself a nobody? Overzealous? Is that what you're saying? Right? Mr. Control Freak, Mr. Suppression, Mr. Suppressor. Like, what exactly are we saying, bro? Because I know the one person left is you, right? Satan's in the goalpost. That's why it keeps moving. Satan's in the driver's seat. Oh, I'm a victim. A victim of what? Not a victim. Not a victim of anything. I'm just a very observant individual. That's all. I'm just a man who knows the halfway truth. That's all. You oppress me. No, I don't think you're an oppressor. I think you're an aggressor. There's a difference. Very aggressive individual who likes to spread propaganda and misinformation. Because telling a motherfucker that the devil ain't in the driver's seat, that's misinformation, sir. You are a liar and a fat mouth. I know what I said. All these videos are recorded for quality assurances. That was actually funny. That was actually funny. Only thing you missed is putting a little emoji at the end of that. It would have been so cute. Put you a couple X or whatever you call them. I'm not really big in English class, like, you know. You had to try and play their victim's card. Yeah, yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Zealot. Black Moon Rising, no doubt, man. Hey, bro, I'm scared to continue on because now the dynamic is changing. I think the right people are showing up to the wrong page. You get what I'm saying? But I will say this one more time. It's just funny. It's not funny because I hate when people say something's funny. I just think it's ironic though how in a country as smart as America is, how one person can speak for the whole population and say nobody knows what you're talking about, and so all I can assume is you're calling yourself nobody because you are the one that don't know, which is misinformation within itself because you, sir, indeed know. But I shall return. Just got way better, huh? I heard that. Thank you for the hearts, man. At least somebody kind of loves me. Somebody kind of loves me. Not very much, but enough. There's no beef here. We're all vegan, sir. We're all vegans. There's no beef here. Man, what a night though, right? I need that social media validation. Hey, social media validation is nice. It's nice. I'll accept it. I'm like a liquor store. I accept EBT and everything. Even fake love. I accept it all. Let me get all that fake love. Give it to me, give it to me. So I can inflate my false ego. Okay. Well, I highly appreciate that, man. I only spread news you could lose. Hey Zealot, I got a question for you. A guy like me, an individual like you, because I don't know if you're a male or a female. I don't know what your pronouns are. I don't know nothing about you, but I do have one question though. Why are we having a conversation, man? In the real world, outside of the social media, you don't talk to people like me, man. You don't even acknowledge people like me. So why are you acknowledging me now? Why do you have conversation for me when, in fact, out in the real world, I guess that's what we call it. It's the simulated world, but you don't acknowledge people like me. So why would you get up late night and acknowledge me now? You know, I just want to know, why are we having this conversation? See, me, I'll talk to anybody, but I'm getting vibes from you. And the vibe is you don't talk to people like me on a regular basis. You might interrogate guys like me. You may even put handcuffs on people like me. But you don't sit up here and have these one-sided conversations with people like me. So why you want to do it now, man? I'm not even saying anything you're interested in. What you've been doing is trying to suppress every word that comes out of my mouth. Flip it and reverse it like Missy Elliott. So why are you doing it now? Because that is kind of hypocritical if you ask me. You don't talk to wackos like me, but here you are. Here you are. It's just a chat. This is a very important time right now. This is groundbreaking information taking place on this channel. Just curious, man. People do not mind being hypocrites, people here in America. As you can see, people do not mind at all. Exactly. Henriette, welcome back. This is not just a chat. This is this is reality television. And I can tell you got your phone all up in your face because you type too damn fast. You always got to come back. Quick Key McGreeny, fastest key slinger in the county. So you ain't playing me on your television unless you got a keyboard connected to your PlayStation. But most likely you got your phone in your face. I got my phone in my face, but you can see my face. I can't see your face. I just know that if you don't talk to people like me on a regular basis, and I can tell you don't by your responses, you don't talk to people like me. So you shouldn't make it like you shouldn't make it your business to start doing it now. Just back up off me, dude. That's your best bet. Back up off me. Because we not even living in the kind of world where you can talk to anybody any damn way. We living in this 6-7 world. Good versus evil. Light versus dark. The good and the bad. And then there's the ugly. Right? Based on your responses, my AI generator has deemed you to be an op of mine. Oh, they got all the ops in Ohio. That's the dead center. You know what? I wish that I could see. You know what I need to do? I need to go ahead and get this streamline going so I can let people get into the split screen, put their face out there for the world to see, and talk that sass. Talk that motherfucking sass. I already got it. I already got it. 'Cause. 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 ' I might find my I might find my next ex-wife on here. But you know, one thing about me, man, is I don't come on here to disrespect people. Not me. I don't come on here to disrespect nobody, man. Well, as of right now, I got one. You. You've been being a baby about pretty much everything I said, everything I say. I'm talking more to my ops than I talk to my contributors. But it's quite all right. Cause you know, everybody's time is limited, bro. Including yours, including mine. Our time is limited, bro. And you know it too. The state of the world clearly states time is limited. We don't have a lot of time left, man. So we might as well get it out while we can. You know, say what's really on your mind. Say what's really on your mind. Don't leave this world with a heavy heart. That's why I speak what's on my mind. So when I leave this God-forsaken land, I won't leave with a heavy heart, man. You know? Yeah, well, amazing how things change, huh? Hey, but just know this, though, Zealot. I don't take none of this shit personal. This is for entertainment purposes only. Me, I'd rather be educated. The vibes I get from you, you just want to be entertained. That's where we differ, bro. I'm trying to be educated. You just want to be entertained. And by the sound of it, you rather be entertained by your own fucking voice. You want to steal the stream and be heard. You want to be seen. You want people to see you more than they see me. And if that's what you want, that's fine. Who am I to stop you? You're able to go into any stream you want. But that's exactly why I haven't kicked you out, because it's always good to have a good old fashioned mental grapple with somebody who thinks they're better, bigger, stronger, more powerful. It's always good to do that. You strengthen me, sir. You make me a stronger, at the end of the day, you've made me a stronger man. You really have. You've made me a stronger individual. I absorb the energy of all these hate crusaders, right? I absorb it, and it makes me more powerful. I was powerful when I started out, but like when I can absorb your energy, I'm even that much more powerful. So thank you, man. If ain't nobody told you yet today, man, thank you. I appreciate that free energy source. And if it wasn't for you or people like you, I wouldn't be able to get a constant charge like a when you plug your phone in when the battery's already at 100%. It's a free energy source, man. Um, I don't think Jesus Christ is God, but I get what you're trying to say, though. I really, I really don't believe Jesus is the man we've been told he was, but I do believe that Jesus plays a significant part in our reality. So I'm not knocking Jesus, but the picture of the long-haired hippie dude, I don't believe that's Jesus, man. I don't believe that's the Son of God. We'll say that, right? I don't believe Jesus is coming back to do anything for anybody. I don't believe that shit. But praise God though, for sure, man. I'm definitely a God-fearing individual, but when people tell me that Jesus is coming back, I say to myself, what would he come back for when he got sacrificed last time he was here, right? They did Jesus extremely dirty according to the Bible and the teachings in Sunday school and church. Jesus got done real dirty. And his pops, according to the Bible, sent him into that volatile situation, man. Sent him right in to a cold setup. So I don't think Jesus will be returning if in fact that's what, you know, man says. I don't think that's what's gonna happen, man. Like we've been saying that for a very long time. And it's like, why would why would Jesus allow himself to be sacrificed twice? So like when people get upset and people see the world in shambles and they say Jesus is coming, there might be someone that's coming, but I guarantee you this, he is not gonna look like the picture that we see in church. That's not gonna be. If anything, Jesus looks more like an Ethiopian than anything, right? But we've all been led to believe he looks like the average Jewish man walking down the streets of New York City. And that, my friend, just ain't the case. Nah, Jesus looked more like an Ethiopian than anything. And I'll even give him the benefit of the doubt and say he looked more like a guy from maybe India. But Jesus don't look like the picture. But I'll tell you this, I was taught that the guy in the picture that they called Jesus was a real person, right? That's what I heard. He was a real person. And I also heard that his father was a rich criminal, womanizer, child molester, and everything else. But most importantly, he was a thief and a gangster of those times. And a lot of people worshiped his son because they were scared of his father. And somehow over the years, this guy named Jesus that be in them pictures in church, they were so fearful of his father, they started worshiping him as if he was a god, the son of God, because the God was his father, which was a criminal, a guy who really existed, a bootlegger. He committed crimes. And to me, that's not Jesus, bro. Hey man, I'm still up, man. Can't nobody bring me down, man. I'm one up. I'm up one. You got that right. We 100 minutes. We 100 minutes into the chat, man. We got 17 likes. Can I get 3 more likes to hit 20-piece McNugget, man? Please. Can I get 3 more likes? We just politicking about Jesus Christ and how he quite possibly could be a real character of the past, but he doesn't look nothing like what they said he looked like. And the man that looks like the hippie is not the man that we've came to know as our true Lord and Savior, right? I'm betting all my money, every dime. I'm betting my soul on it that if Jesus is real at all, he looks more like an Ethiopian than anything. Not saying he's Ethiopian now. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he favors an Ethiopian more than the Woodstock hippie currently. They like to pass out flyers. Got this got this nigga looking like a Jewish dude that be walking down the streets of New York City. No, that ain't Jesus. Don't believe the hype. You can believe it if you want, but don't don't end up getting redirected for listening to false prophets and propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely believe in God. I'm definitely a Christian based believer. But am I a Christian? No, I am not a Christian. I don't want to go to nobody's church. I don't want to hear no sermons. And you know why? Because so many people play with God nowadays. They even play with God right in the church. And that's just something that I ain't trying to sit up here and be a part of, man. You know, I can fellowship with myself in my own mind in the comfort of my own home, right? But you know, do what you do. You do what you feel is the best move for your life, man. And that's what the move is always gonna be, man. Whatever works for you, man. Of course, man. You know why I believe in evolution, Kevin? Because I seen a fish fly just the other day. And fish ain't supposed to have legs or wings, but they do. A cat has slit eyes because evolution is real. So so I'm waiting to see what evolution brings us next. Because that's gonna be an exciting journey to go on, is watching what evolution has for us, right? Because you know, evolution is the reason why we have so many dynamics of life now, right? You know, how snakes used to have legs and you know, caterpillars turn into butterflies and what else, man? Model Ts turn into F-150s. You know, as we evolve, things change, and change is good. But you know, change is definitely good, man. And you know, honestly, for me, change is just another word for evolution, bro. It's just another word. It means the same exact thing, right? Forward change, that is, like not just something that changes but doesn't move. That's not evolution, but you know what I mean, right? You know, I think the greatest example of evolution is simply watching the surface of any body of water. That is like a live version of evolution in real time. Go watch the surface of the ocean, bro. That is like evolution in real time, taking place moment to moment. Like the ocean changes about 30 million times a day. And that's a trip. It don't stay the same. It evolves. It gets choppy. It gets calm. It gets wavy. It gets, you know, it does all kind of shit, right? But to me, the ocean is not even the ocean, just any body of water. Give a damn if you're talking about the river, lakes, ponds, streams, whatever. It's just even a puddle. So I don't think Jesus Christ is coming back. You know, I really don't. And I don't know what to think about Jesus Christ. Maybe one day I'll have a dream about it. But as of right now, that whole idea is pending for me. It's just pending. I'm not going to say I'm a non-believer of that. I'm just going to say that it's pending, right? I haven't came to a conclusion about Jesus. I just know that a lot of people really believe that this Jesus character, you know, was sacrificed, rose on the third day, walked off into the sunset, literally, and he looks like he attended Woodstock back in the 60s. That's all I know, man. But there's a reason that they can't produce one of Jesus Christ's bones. He's the only known man in history to be killed and rise again and never to be seen or heard from again. And I always felt like if God sent him, that God sent many others like him, and there's even others like him that exist right now that observe the people. Don't you dare. Motherfucker, don't you dare. You got some nerve. You better go sit down somewhere. What is this? Come here. What am I seeing, man? What is this? Oh, man, you done hurt yourself, bro. You be doing too much, man. Man, what is you doing? You want some food or something? Here, let me give you some food. Come here. Here, eat something, bro. Eat some food, man, and calm down. You trying to get outside so bad, you doing dumb shit. But one thing about me, man, is I'll talk about it, but I won't argue about it. I don't want to do. There's two things I'm not arguing. There's three things I'm not gonna argue about. Another man's wife, religion, and politics. You're really pissing me off at this point in time. Stay away from over there. I'm glad you see it my way. Okay, well, let me know when you're out front so I can call 911. Yeah, I'm not arguing about them three things, man. Them three things is an endless argument. Another man's wife, religion, and politics. And it's funny because those are the three things people bicker about the most. Other people's business, politics, and religion, right? Shit, religions have started whole damn wars. All right, Damon, you take it easy, man. Go get you some rest. This damn cat trying to do anything to get outside, man. He really making me mad. Now he want to jump up on the counter around the clean dishes and go try to see if he can get out the window, man. I'll talk about it. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I will talk about it, I just no longer have the desire to argue about it because the arguments are always the same. They don't go anywhere. You always keep your 45. What are you threatening me or something, man? Like, I don't know what you saying, man. Are you threatening me with a 45? Is that what we doing? You threatening me now? I hope I might be misunderstanding though. I might be wrong, but why would someone come onto the live and talk about a firearm when nobody else is referring to any weapons of any kind? Well, explain it because I got so many trolls attacking me at once that now I just see a comment and I'm wondering, like, you know, people already got my first and last name, so it ain't hard to, find out, where I live. But I wouldn't advise like coming over here anyways, because like this is a quiet neighborhood. You couldn't even sit and watch my house from where I live. Like you wouldn't be able to do it. You would be spotted immediately. These people over in this neighborhood been living in these houses for 30 plus years. And when an unknown car drives down the road, they're good as long as they don't pull over and try to post up. Everybody got Ring cameras. My neighbor got about 5 cameras. Like you can't post up and watch my house at all. Plus I got a dog that turns vicious at the, you just, hey, what's going on, CC Motion? Good to see you, brother. We burning that midnight oil tonight, man. Same shit, just another toilet. You know what I always hated? But now it's so common, it's like I don't hate it anymore. It's when I found out that my fellow black brother indulges in the same exact thing that I thought we stood against, right? And now I don't have any faith in society anymore because I realized that I was wrong the whole time. I really believed that we was making advancements and we was, moving in some kind of direction, and then I realized that there is no direction. There ain't no direction. The only direction we going in is straight to fucking hell, and that's in a handbasket. You remember that shit? We're going straight to hell in a handbasket. I ain't going to hell because I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure I don't end up there. Yeah, these sellout ass niggas, man. I should have listened to Ice Cube when he said it, man, with Devin the Dude, man. These old sellout ass niggas out here, man. Shit pissed me off, man. Then got the nerve to be a troll. Man, get your sellout ass away from me, man. I know I Monster Jam, I was absolutely referring to you, man. Like sellout ass nigga. Like I said, man. But it's fine. Do you, man. Better you than me though. Better you than me. I'm just glad you tune in for the show. Right? I must be saying something good. Must be saying something good. Yeah, I don't know about what they pay, man. I don't need no blood money, man. I didn't already touch too much of it as it is. I don't need no blood money. And you know what? I know you telling the honest to devil truth. They do pay good. I know they do. And I bet you riding around with one headlight out, huh? You one of them types, huh? You like to go stand too close to people in the grocery store and follow them around the store, don't you? You one of them kind of people, huh? Fuck out of here, man. I wouldn't even have said nothing if you didn't just keep wanting to be seen. Well, now I see you. But these cats don't care, man. As long as they get that little benefit, man. I keep saying it. All these cats care about is the motherfucking benefit. What you gonna do when the well runs dry, though, man? What are you gonna do when the well runs dry? Good versus evil. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's that. That's the real meaning of 6-7. Good versus evil, right? I be telling people they got these little children out here hollering 6-7, 6-7. Like, you know what you're saying, right? You promoting this holy war. You promoting this holy war, bro. You sitting up here. I had to sit my daughter down and tell her about 6-7. Like 6-7 is the promotion of a holy war. Evil versus good, right? Six representing evil, seven representing God. Is what they say. I don't really fucking know. It might be the other way around because it's so much bullshit going on nowadays that it really doesn't even. You don't want to focus on any one thing at a time because it's just like so much bullshit around you. You know what? I once made a verse in a rap that I was writing. I said, the devil's the devil set out. No, I said the devil got what he set out to achieve. He got the whole world confused and don't know what to believe. And I don't remember what I said after that, but I was just like, man, he got exactly what he set out to achieve, man. He got a bunch of goofies on some Disney Channel bullshit, right? But all I could say is, man, better you than me, bro. Better you than me, man. I just wanna know it ain't even about I'm trying to make myself better than anybody. It's just the simple fact that I'm not a goofy man. Like I'm not goofy enough to sit here and salute Satan and play the little deep state game. It's just not in me, man. I was raised around gangsters and killers and dope dealers, man. And like even if some of them cats are on that shit today or was on that shit back then, the examples that I got out of life was like I was around like serious individuals, man, that stood on real principles that protected their children. Now it's the exact opposite, and it really kind of hurts my heart, but just in the aspect of the fact that everything I was taught to believe is in reverse now. You know, people killing their kids, people molesting their kids, people selling their kids, people working for the devil. Uh, Niggas, if they not killing each other, you know, they selling out like dude said for the benefits, because they pay good, and it's just like if you can't beat them, join them mentality, like right. It's just terrible, man. It's just terrible, right? And then the rise of the MK, or excuse me, the re-rise of the MK Ultra mind control programs, and the rise of the beast and the rise of gang stalking and the rise of all these people complaining about getting targeted by these cult members that ain't got nothing else to do. I mean, they got plenty of things to do, but they choose to carry out the evil deeds of Satan, and that's just it is what it is, though. But if this World War III cracks off, though, it's going to change the heart of everybody, man, especially if America ends up in a situation in the near future to where we actually get long range missiles headed towards us. Like people say that, oh, America's strong and all that. Like, let me tell you something, homie. America is full of sellouts, man. Like, this is not the strong, proud America that it used to be. This is the land of the sellouts and the snakes. United Snakes of America, man. We're being sold an illusion that we're still the superpowers, but we are not. We got so much internal conflict amongst the people here that you really think that we can take our attention away from each other to like go against the rest of the planet. Like, the world is actually a big place. It's actually not all that small. There's actually like a lot of other nations out there, man. And a lot of those nations do not like the idea of American people. Like they don't like it. And I don't necessarily blame them because like we really be on some bullshit over here. Like, and you could see just by how we treat each other, like we be on some I don't be on no bullshit. I be trying to raise awareness to people who will actually listen, who haven't been compromised and hijacked. But I'm telling you right now, the way I feel is 2 out of every 3 people have been hijacked. There's nothing we can do. We just got to ride this shit out. We too far gone to be local. You got motherfuckers dancing around doing rituals, sacrificing each other, man. Every time you turn on the TV, you hear about some suspicious death. People get on the news fake crying about it, knowing they had something to do with it. It's just like, man, it ain't even that this is a simulation. It's just that, like, this is a Freemason free for all, is what this shit is. It's a Freemason slash pagan free for all. If you're a part of that cult, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can you're either one of 3 things. You a damn pedophile, a serial killer, or a thief. And that's who's in the driver's seat, right? And then they got these cold bodyguards, right? They got these bodyguards. See, that's what's fucked up about these cults is they got these bodyguards, man. The enforcers of these cults is what makes them so bold and brazen because they got like these people like that'll snatch you up and ship you all around the world. And I'm not talking about alive. you'll end up you'll end up being somebody's heart overseas to keep him living to 100 years old. So you got to be careful, man. You'll end up getting your liver ate in a cold ritual. Got to be careful, man. This world is not the world we think it is. This world is terrible. This world is absolutely, it's really terrifying. If you really knew what went on behind closed doors, this world is terrifying. Like, this shit is crazy. This shit is wild. And Hollywood is only one little micro dot of the problem. Hollywood is just a small part of the big picture, right? Hollywood is just a window, okay? Let's make that clear. Hollywood is just a fucking window for you to peer in and see what the fuck is going on. That's all Hollywood has ever been, is a window. So you can see, you can look through the Hollywood window and you can see what this shit really is about. That's why everything I've been taught, man, it's time for me to unlearn and relearn the proper way that my parents and the fucking public school system never taught me, right? They didn't tell us how it really was. They try to fucking put permanent blinders on every child that went through the public school system. They try to put them permanent blinders on a motherfucker, right? And to unlearn and relearn makes you an automatic target. Automatic. You feel me? And so why Monster Jam ho ass want to sit over there and talk about, hey, tell us about gang stalking, trying to be funny bunny. Hey man, I know why I'm a target. I'm a target because it's time to unlearn and relearn and stay away from all this Freemason bullshit, even though they run the world, man. They run every street in every city. And like, bro, we're cooked. We are fucking cooked. But it's cool, you know. I ain't got long. One thing about me is I don't have long here. One day, this stream is gonna stop coming through because ain't none of us got long, right? But me being the target that I am, I definitely ain't got that long. I don't think nobody knows what's going on, man. And Levi, you know what? I can't call it, bro. I can't call it. Just listen to what I'm saying right now. But you know, you want to say, "Oh, I ain't disrespecting nobody. I ain't hating on nobody." But shit, they hating on you. They disrespecting you. And this brother on this brother on Facebook that I follow, man, he said it just today, right? He said it best. He says, "Hey, listen, man. If you're willing to sit back and peacefully protest while these motherfuckers is coming up in your home, these motherfuckers is kidnapping motherfuckers, these people are shooting people with no consequence, you out your rabbit ass mind." You know, you out your rabbit ass mind, man. Cause these people ain't playing by any rule. These people are playing by the rules of the devil, right? So if you think you're just gonna be able to peacefully protest and pull your camera phone out and record some bullshit, hey man, that ain't gonna help. They got the power to delete that little video anyway. You'll go to show it to someone, it won't even be in your shit no more. Especially if you got an Android. So, hey man, I'm not trying to sound depressing or come off like everything's all bad, because like everybody still has the opportunity and the option to live in the illusion that everything's good and everything's great and you could just keep your blinders on. You have that option. You could do it. That's your choice. You don't have to listen to the people that know better, because all we gonna do, the problem with us, the people that know better, let me tell you what our problem is. We can't unsee what we've seen. We can't unknow what we know intuitively. We can't unknow it, you know. And so that's like a huge burden in itself, because the more you know, the bigger the burden, right? Some people like to play the game, right? That's what some shit my brother told me years and years ago, man. He warned me ahead of time. He was like, "Bro, you need to play the game, or you're gonna get played by the game." And all these years later, I see exactly what he meant. He knew by the shit I would say and the way that I carried myself that I was uncontrollable. I wasn't going to play these people's game. He knew that. He knew it. My family knew it. A lot of people knew it. That's why I came to be a fucking public target, man, that they was willing to publicly execute me, man, for the whole grid to see. Like, and it ain't just me. It's a lot of people out here, going through this type of shit. But like my brother told me years ago, man, he was like, "Bro, you got to play the game, man. You got to play because if you don't, they gonna get you, man. These motherfuckers, if you don't play their game, they are going to get you, man. They get everybody. If you want to be belligerent and not play their little motherfucking game and fall in line to their agenda, my brother knew the whole time, which still makes me wonder the big $1 million question: how the fuck did my brother know about what these people agenda is, and how he was able to recognize that his own brother don't play the motherfucking game? Because my brother's part of the problem. That's why. He's one of these same people. And that's fucked up. I found out that my own people, I can't call them sellouts though, because a lot of people grew up being groomed and programmed into acting on the behalf of the system. They don't know anything else. They've been they've been programmed into acting on the behalf of the system since they was born, by little sneaky shit that the public education system put in front of them, had them do. Hey, go bully that kid over there. It's just like they got their ways. They got their ways to find out what kind of soul you got long before you know who you are. And so one next thing you know, you're in your 20s and 30s out here gang stalking motherfuckers and don't even really know how you ended up in that position. All you know is you loyal to a system that you don't even know how you got here. You just know it had to do with your upbringing and your mother and father and your friends and what they was doing and what they was involving you in. And it's just like, damn, who am I? I'm a fucking monster. But like Monster Jam says, they pay good, so I'm gonna keep being a monster. My brother told me though, man. He told me, He basically said that he plays the game. So when he told me this, we was already adults. See, I'm in my 40s now, right? I'm in my mid 40s. My brother is in his early 40s. He's only 2 years younger than me. So even if he told me that shit 20 years ago, we was still grown adults 20 years ago. So he been playing the game for a very long time, man. And I haven't spoken to my brother in years, man. I ain't spoke to that nigga in so long, right? And it makes sense, man. When you become not just a target, but when the system wants to finally take your ass out, I'm gonna tell you the first thing that happens, bro. Your family and your friends gonna back up from you unexpectedly. One day you just gonna stop being able to function with your people. They're just gonna back up. They're just gonna all disappear. You know, motherfuckers gonna change their phone number. That's how you know when the hit is coming in, right? The sacrifice is coming because everybody just disappears out your life. You end up isolated and alone. And it's just like, damn, where did all my family go? They backed up because they was a part of the system the whole fucking time, and you just didn't know it. They didn't tell you because you was the goat. That's why I'd be damned if a motherfucker call me the goat. Nah, I ain't the goat, homie. Don't call me the goat because I know what you really mean. It ain't the greatest of all times. They sacrifice goats. Don't call me the GOAT ever. And so because of that, I haven't talked to my brother in a very long time, man. Right? They all backed up, got up out of Dodge because they knew that this system was getting ready to take my ass out. Why I'm still here, you got to take that up with God, man, because there's been multiple assassination attempts on my life, bro, and it's still pending. So it's like, am I going Am I gonna live to be 61? I had a dream the other night. I was gonna live to be 61 years old, man. I had a motherfucking dream. And it said is if you stay healthy and in good shape, you'll live to be 61 years old. I don't know where I got that from, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where I got that from. But um yeah, my people backed up from me because they knew what was coming towards me and they didn't want to be a part of it, right? So they still watch from the behind the scenes, though. That's one thing about it, like, because they want to know when it happens, right? It's literally people waiting on that phone call that I didn't passed away. Right? It's people that sit by the phone because they know what this shit is about. The satanic shit they be on, they know what it's about. So they sit by the phone. They just waiting for that phone call talking about yes, T has finally passed away. You know, whatever comes after that, most likely money switches hands because they put contracts on people. A motherfucker could put a life insurance policy on you without even you having the knowledge of it, right? When you dealing with the cult part of society, they just it's a business for them. Like they try to say it's spiritual, but it's really, I call it the family plan. It's the motherfucking family plan, bro. Your family chooses who's gonna be the sacrifice. And in my family, it was me. I don't know why they chose me, but they damn sure did. Ooh, way they chose me, man. All I want to know is how much am I worth to these motherfuckers? That's all I want to know. How much am I worth? I know this. I'm worth more dead than I ever was alive. Hey, but you know what though? Hey man, Timothy said it best. My life ain't over yet, right? And that's all I'm standing on, man. But I'm not complaining, right? I'm not even raising awareness in this very moment, right? All I'm doing is speaking my own truth, right? Because as I say at this time, this is what my channel is about, is the fact that, they had me targeted to be a sacrifice to these people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm truly, whether a person believes this coming out of my mouth or not, man, I ain't even supposed to be here right now, man. Motherfucker done slid me some shit. I knew it was poisonous, man. I'm telling you, I knew it was, right? I don't know what kind of shit they were using, but you would know though if your family just cuts you off for no reason. Everyone just disappears and you just can't get a hold of nobody. And another sure sign is everybody had Facebook pages, right? Now all of a sudden you go on your people Facebook page and it's like it ain't been active in years. Everybody hiding because they low key like they know a motherfucker know what's going on. Like, they know. They like, damn, this motherfucker knows who we are, man. Like he knows we are part of the damn system, and like this has been a secret for our family for years and years and years. Like he wasn't supposed to know we were part of the system. What system? The fucking satanic system where they sacrifice people, man. The Masons, the motherfucking pagans. When they make the order, man, and your people back up, your friends turn on you, you already know what it is. And then they gonna start calling you crazy from that point forward. They gonna start calling you all kind of names. Oh, you crazy. You need to be in a asylum. You need medication. You need this and you need that. Like, man, you better get away from me, man, because I'm like this close. So, I've been walking on eggshells for a few years now, but hey, man, this is the reason I made this page. I made this page for a reason, man, because it was a moment in time where I didn't have anybody to talk to, man. I felt, man, I really did. I felt isolated, man. And I thought being in prison was being isolated. No, no, that ain't isolation. I mean, you feel it, but it ain't the same as when you get isolated as a so-called free man when everybody you ever knew just walks away from you because they know it's about to happen. I'm gonna tell you what it's compared to. You can compare it to this. It's like when a dude is sitting in prison, right? And the whole tier knows that his gang is about to stab him to death, right? Like everybody knows it's coming, like, but him, right? The target has no idea that as soon as these doors pop, a group of individuals are gonna run up on him and stab his ass to death, right? But the whole tier knows. So everybody's just being quiet and on the door watching so they can see it go down, right? And dude, he's lame. He don't know. And ain't nobody gonna tell that man. You know why? Because nobody wants to be responsible for being a snitch. Like, but they know it's about to happen, right? So doors pop, the goons come in, poke him up 45 times. He gets airlifted to the hospital, and it gets announced over the loudspeaker that such and such didn't make it, right? It's the same type of scenario for a lot of us, man. It's like all your people know. They know it's about to happen. That's why they walk away. That's why they get quiet and go off the radar. Because they know. They about to betray you in the worst way possible. And they don't want to be around you when it happens. But that's life, bro. And like I said before, once you see it, once you know it, you can't unknow this shit. You can't do it, right? Then you got to deal with the persecution of all these little weirdos. Like they try to like, they're the ones that are gonna do it. So if you're lucky enough to survive and you're lucky enough to see it coming, then good. Because just like on that prison yard, some of them cats they don't get taken out because they see it coming ahead of time and they already know what it is. They can feel the vibes. They got real intuition, so they can survive. You know. But what about the dummies who didn't survive because they didn't know what was going on? Like, but at any rate, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta like in this world, you gotta know that when people say this is a simulation, that's what they talking about. The fact that it's ran by a very wicked group of people. And there's a warlock in every fucking family. I don't care what nobody say, man. There's a connected person in every family, bro. Everyone. I don't even look at deaths the same anymore, man. When I see shit on the news, I like to break it down in my mind, even if I don't share it with nobody. I just like to break it down in my mind and just figure out if this was another sacrificial type of unaliving, or was this just like some shit that happened? Because like you got to now, because it's kind of like interesting for me to like figure out what's what, you know. And the shit gets so deep and so dark that I could talk for hours and hours and hours on just how deep and dark this shit gets. But the good part is, motherfuckers is waking up, and there's a lot of people who know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of people that understand this dynamic of life now. Like it's no longer hidden like it used to be. It's actually so many people becoming aware of this shit that like, you know, you wanna politic with those people, but you come on YouTube and you see all these fucking channels talking about they're trying to sacrifice me, they're gang stalking me, and they're trying to hurt me, and da 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 da, and my family's in on it, and da 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 da, like, because these people are telling the truth. These people are telling the fucking truth. And so you know what fucking Satan does? He sends out a legion of fucking agents to sit there and spread propaganda that these people are crazy and they're out of their rabbit ass minds and they don't know what they talking about and they need to be locked up and they need to be this and they need to be that. And it's just like, man, that's some fucked up way to live, man. Like that is a real fucked up reality, man. It's crazy. Even with this fucking shit that just happened in Minnesota, bro, it's like the whole thing is being fucking dismantled to be some fucking Freemasonry psyop. And you know what's crazy? They got all this evidence to prove it. These people set up these plays, man, like just all these different fucking plays. And there always is a main character. And the main character is there's always the killer and the sacrificer. Like it's always two people at the top, right? In this case, it was old girl and the fucking police officer, right? She was the sacrifice, and he was like, he was the, I don't even know, he was the executioner. Like, I don't know, man. It's the same old shit year after year after year after fucking year, man. You know? But I believe in God, man. So, like I keep telling, my people, hey man, we ain't got long. So even if they get me tomorrow, just know you guys are right behind the motherfucker. You guys are right behind me, man. We all finna leave this bitch here in a minute. So what they gonna do then when this world war breaks out? Because there's a lot of, let me tell you something else too, man. There's a lot of good guys at the top. Everybody at the top is not a fucking Satan worshiper, man. There is a lot of stand up, solid, good people working at the top that know what's been going on. But it's hard to stop it because these people are sneaky and conniving, and they play dirty. They don't play fair, you know. But there are good people at the top, most definitely. You know, it's hard to tell who's who. You feel me? And that's the problem. It's hard to tell who's who. Now, I don't know if these people at the top even have the power or the balls to even question any of this shit, but it seems to me like the people that are the good guys, they ain't came up with a plan for all their people yet, right? Because we still out here suffering. We still out here going through it. And from what I heard is these little secret squirrels that sit up here and attack people spiritually and try to play mind games with people, they're ordered to do that shit at all costs, even if it cost them their own lives. So just think about that. That's how the Japanese were in World War II, or the Pearl Harbor War. Remember that. These guys were told that you're gonna fight this war even if it costs you your life. If you gotta take yourself out to get the enemy, that's what you're gonna do. And they did it because they was loyal to their soil. And that we're in the same situation. We in the same situation, man. So you know. But once again, like I said, my brother told me all them years ago, man, that if I don't play the game, that this shit here was gonna happen. But now that I look back and I think about what he said, I say to myself, hey man, they was gonna do me like this regardless whether I played the game or not. I feel like it just would have been easier for these motherfuckers to do me in if I would have been playing the game. It'd have been easier, you know. But since I didn't play the game, I was able to be on the outside looking in, and it helped me see what was going on better. So I sidestepped a lot of shit, but the war ain't over. So, just pray for me. If you're a good person and you rock with me, just you pray for me. I'll pray for you. I got an email address on my description in my main, whatever you call it. It's not the description, it's the in my profile, right? Go to my profile. Hey man, feel free to send me an email, man, and we could pray. We could send our prayers up to the Holy Administrator, man, and pray for improvement, right? Because this is an evil world, man. This is an evil world, and most importantly, this is a fucked up situation that we're finding ourselves in, and people still walking around like shit sweet. But let me tell you something. It is 5:20 in the morning where I'm at, and there are motherfuckers outside right now protesting this bullshit. They're protesting the wars that are about to crack off. They protesting police brutality. There are protesters going. I mean, there's protests going on right now. There are police and ICE agents and everybody else out there hitting those motherfuckers with pepper balls, tasers, batons, riot shields. We are not in a good place right now to be sitting up here with our blinders on talking about what's your favorite TV show and motherfucking, what's your favorite song and all this dumb shit, man. It's like, bro, we talking about real issues, but like, I just chose to share some personal, experiences that I've had, but full well knowing that there's motherfuckers out there protesting right now. And you know who they protesting? The free fucking Masons, man. That's what the real protest is about, is these Freemasons, man. And all their little psyops and how they got everybody confused and don't know what to do, don't know what's going on. And now we're fucking facing a war because we got other countries that they want the same power that America got. You know what I'm saying? That's what the my favorite song is by a band called War. The World is a Ghetto. Look it up. The band is from Oakland, California, and they made a song called The World is a Ghetto. I'm sure you heard it. It's my favorite song because the world is a fucking ghetto, man. Yeah, no doubt. Hey, I know your name, Henriette. It ain't nothing to I don't pray on camera though. I don't believe in that shit. Prayer is private. So, I'll send my energy up your way, and you know, all this whole conversation was meant to strengthen and sharpen your mind. Be entertained by it. If this shit don't mean nothing to you, that's fine. It means everything to me, but I don't expect for me to convey a message that means everything to everyone. But like, if I could touch one heart tonight, I'm good with that. I am good with that. But just know it's gonna get a whole lot worse before it gets any better. But y'all have a good night, man. I reached the end of my video, man, and I will hit y'all back later. Have a great night.